Alright, let's dive into something deep, something most people overlook but feel in their bones: synchronicities. We've all experienced them, right? Those seemingly random moments that make you stop and think, wait a minute, is the universe trying to tell me something? You glance at the clock and it's 11:11, or you're thinking about someone and suddenly they text you. It's like the universe is playing a game with you, dropping hints, weaving connections that seem too perfect to be coincidence. But what if, for an entire week, we decided to ignore them? What if we tried to live as if those synchronicities didn't matter? What would happen? Would the universe get louder, or would it fall silent? I decided to find out. For 7 days, I made a commitment to ignore every synchronicity that popped up. I didn't allow myself to interpret the signs, didn't dig into the meaning behind the numbers, the coincidences, the patterns. It was like going against my own spiritual instincts, but I wanted to see what would shift. If anything, would my life lose something vital, something magical, or would it continue on, unaffected, as if the universe was indifferent to my attention? Let's be real. We all want to believe that the universe is speaking to us, guiding us, nudging us along our path. Synchronicities, for many, are those gentle nudges, those signs that we're on the right track or that a change is necessary. But what if, just for a moment, we stopped paying attention? Would the universe stop too? The first day was surprisingly easy. I saw the usual signs, repeating numbers on the clock, a familiar song playing just as I was thinking of a memory tied to it. You know, the type of synchronicities that make you feel like everything is connected. Normally I'd smile, take it as a confirmation that I'm in sync with the universe. But this time I ignored it. I let it pass like it was nothing. It felt strange, like I was ignoring a whisper in the wind, but I was committed. I wanted to see what would happen if I didn't engage. By the second day, things started to feel a little off. It wasn't that the synchronicities stopped, they didn't. In fact, they seemed to be happening even more frequently. It was as if the universe was saying, "Hey, I'm still here. Pay attention." But I didn't. I kept pushing them away, refusing to acknowledge them. And that's when a subtle but profound shift began inside me. I started to feel disconnected, like I was moving through life with blinders on. The world seemed just a little less vibrant, a little more mechanical. Have you ever felt that? That sense that something magical is just out of reach, but you can't quite grasp it? Here's a question for you. What would your life feel like if you stopped believing in the magic of everyday moments? Would it lose some of its color? By the third day, I started noticing something else. The synchronicities weren't just happening more frequently, they were becoming more obvious, almost too obvious to ignore. It was like the universe was turning up the volume, trying to get my attention in ways that were becoming increasingly ridiculous. I'd be thinking about a friend I hadn't spoken to in months, and within minutes I'd get a message from them. Or I'd be pondering a decision, and suddenly I'd see a billboard with exactly the answer I was looking for. It was getting harder and harder to pretend these things weren't happening. But I stuck to my experiment. I kept ignoring them, and as I did, something unexpected occurred. I started feeling this growing sense of unease, like I was missing out on something important. It was as if I was walking through life with my ears plugged, refusing to hear the music that was playing all around me. I realized that by ignoring the synchronicities, I wasn't just shutting out random coincidences, I was shutting out a deeper conversation with the universe. I was cutting myself off from the very thing that made life feel interconnected, meaningful. Now think about it. When we acknowledge synchronicities, we're affirming that there's something greater at play. We're saying yes to the idea that life isn't just random chaos, that there's a rhythm, a flow, a guiding hand. And when we ignore them, we're saying no to that. We're choosing to believe that we're alone, that the universe is indifferent, that there's no deeper meaning to the events in our lives. But let me ask you, what if the universe is always speaking to you, but you've just stopped listening? On the fourth day, I hit a wall. The synchronicities were relentless, but the more I ignored them, the more disconnected I felt. It was like trying to have a conversation with someone who refuses to speak back. I started to feel like I was moving against the current, like life was trying to flow in one direction, and I was stubbornly swimming the other way. It wasn't just frustrating, it was exhausting. By this point, I began to wonder, what's the point of ignoring the signs? If the universe is communicating with me, why would I deliberately choose to shut that out? So what was I trying to prove? That I didn't need guidance? That I could do it all on my own? And why did it feel so wrong? By the fifth day, something interesting happened. The synchronicities started to slow down. It was like the universe was finally giving up, realizing that I wasn't going to play along. And you'd think that would feel like a relief, right? But it didn't. In fact, it felt even worse. The world felt flat, dull, like the magic had drained out of it. Without that constant sense of connection, of meaning, I felt strangely isolated. Have you ever felt that way? Like you're going through the motions, but something vital is missing? I started to question everything. Why had I chosen to ignore the synchronicities in the first place? Was it because I was afraid of what they might mean? Was it because I didn't want to face the possibility that there really was something greater guiding my life? Or was it simply because I wanted to prove that I was in control, that I didn't need the universe's help? But here's the thing, we are never truly in control, are we? Life has a way of reminding us that no matter how much we plan, how much we try to control the outcome, there are forces at play that are far beyond our understanding. Synchronicities are just one of those forces, a reminder that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves. By the sixth day, I couldn't deny it any longer. Ignoring the synchronicities hadn't made me feel more empowered, it had made me feel powerless. It was like I had cut myself off from the very thing that made life feel alive, interconnected, meaningful. Without that sense of connection, I realized everything felt harder. Decisions felt more difficult, relationships felt more strained, and even simple tasks felt more burdensome. It was as if I had unplugged from the source of energy that fuels everything. And that's when it hit me. Synchronicities aren't just random coincidences, they're a lifeline. They're the universe's way of guiding us, of reminding us that we are never truly alone. By the seventh day, I had reached a point where I couldn't ignore the synchronicities any longer. The experiment, designed to see what would happen if I shut out the universe's whispers, had taken its toll. The disconnection was palpable, like living in a world where the colors had faded, where the vibrancy of life had dulled into monotony. It was as if I had been swimming upstream for days, resisting a natural current that wanted nothing more than to guide me effortlessly forward. So on that final day, I made a conscious decision. I would stop resisting. I would let the synchronicities back in. Almost immediately, the world seemed to change. It wasn't that the external circumstances of my life shifted overnight, no. The bills were still there, my relationships were still the same, and my to-do list hadn't magically checked itself off. Something inside me had shifted. It was like turning the lights back on after stumbling through the dark for days. Suddenly, everything around me seemed infused with a deeper sense of meaning. A conversation with a friend became more than just words exchanged. It became a moment of connection, of shared energy. A decision that had been weighing on my mind suddenly felt lighter, as if the answer had always been there, waiting for me to acknowledge it. Even the smallest, mundane moments like making my morning coffee or walking outside carried a subtle but undeniable sense of magic. I realized then that synchronicities aren't just random coincidences. They aren't little tricks the universe plays to mess with our heads. They are, in fact, the fabric of life itself, the threads that weave everything together into a coherent whole. They are the universe's way of reminding us that we are part of something much bigger, something infinitely more interconnected than we often realize. When we ignore those signs, we aren't just ignoring random occurrences, we're ignoring life's deeper conversation with us. And when we do that, we cut ourselves off from the flow of life. You see, synchronicities are like breadcrumbs left by the universe, tiny markers guiding us along our path. They are the subtle nods from the cosmos that tell us, yes, you're on the right track, or pay attention, something important is happening here. And when we choose to acknowledge them, we aren't just indulging in magical thinking. We are engaging with life in a more profound, more intentional way. We are saying yes to the idea that there is more to this existence than meets the eye. But here's the thing. When we ignore synchronicities, we're not just shutting out those little moments of magic, we're shutting out the broader flow of life itself. Well, think about it. How often do we feel stuck, lost, or disconnected? How often do we find ourselves questioning our purpose, our direction, our place in the world? More often than not, it's because we've disconnected from that flow. We've become so consumed with trying to control the outcome, so obsessed with sticking to our plans and our expectations, that we've stopped listening to the guidance life is offering us. And that's exactly what I experienced during my week of ignoring synchronicities. The more I tried to shut out the signs, the more lost I felt. It wasn't just that I was ignoring random coincidences, I was ignoring the very thing that makes life feel meaningful, connected, alive. On that seventh day, when I finally allowed myself to see the synchronicities again, it was like reconnecting with a part of myself that I had forgotten. The world became richer, more alive. Suddenly, life didn't feel like a series of disconnected events. It felt like a journey, one that was being guided by something greater than myself. And that sense of connection, of being in flow with the universe, brought with it a deep sense of peace. I began to notice the signs again, the repeating numbers, the chance encounters, the little moments of serendipity that seemed too perfect to be random. But instead of brushing them off as mere coincidences, I allowed myself to engage with them. I let myself ask, what is the universe trying to tell me here? And in doing so, I felt a shift. Decisions that had once felt overwhelming became clearer. Relationships that had felt strained began to flow with more ease. Even the challenges I was facing seemed less daunting, because I no longer felt like I was facing them alone. And that's the beauty of synchronicities. They remind us that we are never truly alone. They remind us that life is constantly in conversation with us, offering us guidance, wisdom, and support, even in the smallest of ways. When we pay attention to those signs, we are stepping into a dance with the universe, one where we don't have to force our way forward, but where we can trust that we are being led in the right direction. Now, does this mean that every synchronicity is a life-altering moment? Not necessarily. Sometimes they are simply gentle nudges, reminders to stay present, to stay open. But other times, they are profound markers, turning points that signal a shift in your path, a new direction, an opportunity waiting to be seized. A key is to stay open, to stay curious, to engage with the world around you as if it is alive with meaning, because it is. So what did I learn from my week of ignoring synchronicities? I learned that life is far more interconnected, far more meaningful, and far more magical than we often give it credit for. I learned that we are constantly guided, and that when we ignore those signs, we aren't just ignoring random occurrences, we're ignoring the very guidance that makes life feel purposeful and aligned. I learned that the universe is always speaking to us, always offering us signs, always nudging us in the direction of our highest good. The highest. The question is, are we willing to listen? And now, I want to leave you with this question. What synchronicities have been showing up in your life? And are you ready to start paying attention to them? Because once you do, I promise you everything will change. The universe is always in conversation with you, always offering you guidance. So the only question is, are you listening?